So this is the following morning where part 1 left off. McDonald's breakfast is actually my guilty pleasure, and we wanted to eat something quick before going on the safari rum tour.
But we're the star of the show. The train's rolling, but they don't give you rum, so we win.
This gentleman here was the tour driver, and he stopped and got out of the truck to give us some freshly harvested lychee. Out of nowhere, it started pouring down rain, so thank goodness they gave us these waterproof ponchos.
It's giving fashion icon. It's giving smack in the face.
We parked the truck and went into the middle of the forest, into like this little gazebo area where they had all the liquor.
How many of y'all are stone cold sober right now?
Me, unfortunately.
Let's change that.
A lot of times you don't even have to put a sweet coconut cream in it.
The tour driver decided to stop over here, and literally as soon as he stopped, this little guy started coming up to my friend and I section of the little tour bus. It was really cute. This is a separate tour, but it's on the same plantation grounds, but this is more family friendly as there's no rum tasting. This is from the second gazebo spot, so basically they pull over and make a different cocktail. So you're gonna see the cocktail prep for this one in just a second. Both cocktails were really good, but this one was my favorite. Not only was it gorgeous, it just had the perfect balance of sweet and alcohol. It was my homegirl's last night there, so we decided to stop for Starbucks and then go watch the sunset on the beach. We also brought some Kaua'I rum with us that we bought at the gift shop. I asked my friend to take my picture, and she ended up capturing a video that just shows you how beautiful the sunset really is in real life. No edits or anything. What's up, guys? So it's currently Monday night. It's my last night here, and I already dropped my friend back off at the airport. I dropped her off around, I think, 1 o'clock-ish or so. But yeah, I just put my swimsuit on. Here's my swimsuit. I'm about to go to the beach, probably have dinner on the beach, maybe, I don't know yet. Before I go to the beach, I'm gonna go to the souvenir store really quick, because there was some things that people asked me for like way after the fact. So I'm about to go back to the souvenir shop real quick, pick those things up because I leave pretty early tomorrow morning and I'm not gonna have time to go tomorrow. But anyway, yeah, this trip has been really amazing. I'm not ready to go home, but it is what it is. I'm just gonna go to the souvenir store real quick and then back to the beach, and then I have to get up early tomorrow. So I'm probably gonna come back home, back to the room, I should say, not home, and pack up my things because it's looking like a mess right now. And then go to bed for like a couple hours and then go to the airport in the morning. But yeah, here's my swimsuit. I love this swimsuit. And maybe take some pictures, maybe take a video, depending on what I'm feeling like. But yeah, so stay tuned for that. I ended up going to a very quiet, secluded beach, which is why this beach looks so minimal and so small, but it was really nice and peaceful, and I just didn't really feel like being bothered. I wanted to just sit with my thoughts. Hey guys, so it's obviously, I believe I already said it, but it's my last night here. I just came back from the beach. I got some food, some fish and chips. So I'm about to eat that. And then I need to start packing up my stuff because, ew, she has made such a mess. But yeah, so I'm gonna eat dinner, watch some TV. The beach was lovely, it always is. And then I'm gonna start cleaning up my room because I need to be out of here and at the airport probably by like 4:30 tomorrow morning. And yeah, so I need to get into bed, but I'm really excited to eat this fish and chips. It smells fire. It's from Coconut's Fish House. And yeah, I'm really excited to eat it. But anyways, guys, I just want to give you a quick little update. Still in my swimsuit, so excuse the outfit. But yeah, anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night. Good morning, guys. It's currently 4:45 and I'm in the rental parking lot walking to the airport. It's about probably like a 3-minute drive, maybe like a 30-minute walk or so. I didn't think this through, so just in case I die, then here I am. But yeah, so this is fun. What an adventure. I'll let you know if I make it. guys, so if you can't tell, I'm back in my home, back in my restroom. Today was an interesting one. I'm not really happy to be home, but I'm like relieved, I guess, because I went through a lot of crazy stuff this morning. My trip was really great though, it was really nice. Please excuse the messy countertop because I'm starting to unpack. It's midnight. This was the place that I could go that I knew would have the best lighting at this hour. So yeah, I just wanted to close out this video real quick, but first you guys will see a clip of me walking from the rental car place to the airport. Which should have been a 35-minute walk. According to the guy who I rented my car from, or the company I should say, one of the guys who works at that company told me that he's walked to the airport a million times and it's easy, blah, 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 whatever. So I was like really scared of getting lost and I tried to get an Uber over and over again. I also called a taxi, like a few taxi companies beforehand. None of them had anything available for the hour that I needed to be at the airport. So yeah, that was why I didn't have that planned out, because there was nothing available. Uber, I tried and tried and tried multiple different times, multiple time frames to get an Uber. Didn't work. There was nobody up at that time. So yeah, anyway, so I'm walking, you know, like at first I was okay with it. It wasn't really that big of a deal to me. Mind you, I keep looking at my cat because she's in here with me because she missed me. But yeah, mind you, I had a 51-pound suitcase also that I was trekking along with, as well as a backpack, which is probably like, I would say like 5 pounds. It wasn't like super heavy, but I mean, when you're walking for that amount of time, up and down hill, oh my God, it's horrible, horrific. So anyways, I was walking and basically I ended up behind the airport, like around the tarmac where the airplanes take off from, and it was kind of my fault because I kept walking, and I know how like expansive, is that the right word? I know how long the tarmac can be and how like wide open and all that stuff is. So I should have known, but in the distance I thought I was seeing some lights, like some street lights. So I was like, okay, maybe this ends. Plus Lihue is a very small airport. You guys can't see my cat, but I can. Anyway, Lihue is a very small airport. So I thought, okay, maybe their tarmac and their takeoff area is not as large as like your standard airport. So I kept walking towards the street lights anyway. Also, I did use my phone GPS, which might have been a mistake. So if you ever go to Kauai and you can't find your way to the airport with a car, please don't use your GPS to walk. Just use your own brain, because that GPS led me to the tarmac and that's how I got there in the first place. But anyway, noticed the tarmac, it just was never ending, and finally I just decided like, okay, this is obviously not the right way. I'm just gonna have to go back from where I came from. So I start walking back up this hill with my 51-pound suitcase in tow. I had already decided like, this is just gonna have to, you know, obviously I can't stand here and just wait. I'm gonna have to keep going and walk back the direction that I came. So I kept walking, and mind you, there were like businesses around this area, but it was like 5 in the morning at this point. My cat is so cute. She's just sitting in the shower watching me. Anyway, so what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so there's businesses and they started to open up a little bit. I did see like, I wanna say it was like an auto parts center, maybe like a junkyard of some sort, a whole bunch of little tiny random businesses, and they had miles between, well, not miles, because I think I only walked like 2 or 3 miles, but they had quite a bit of land between them. So it wasn't like I would see one business and then one next to it and then one next to it. It would be one business, hella land, hella forest, and then another business like way down the road. So I was like kind of freaking out, but I knew that freaking out would not get me anywhere. And so I just decided to keep walking. Finally, I just so happened to see a guy pulling into one of the businesses, like the junkyard, I believe that it was, I'm not sure. But I saw him pull into the business and I was like, you know what? At first I just kept walking straight and then I was like, you know what? I might as well turn around, ask him if he could take me to the airport and whatever. If I die, I die. At this point, I was so exhausted from walking all that way with my suitcase and up and down hill, and I was just over it. So I was like, you know, maybe this will work out, like I'll be fine. And I was right, because here I am later in the day, way later in the day, and I'm good. But yeah, so anyway, I walked up to him. At first he said that he wasn't able to take me because he had to clock in, and I was like, that's fine, but can you at least just drive me up to the beginning of the hill that I started coming down on, because I didn't want to walk up it anymore. I had already walked down it, walked up and down, because it wasn't just flat terrain, it was very up and down like hills, and I didn't want to walk back up. So he agreed, luckily, thank God. If you're ever watching this, sir, thank you so much. But yeah, so anyway, he ended up driving me up to the hill, and I thought he was going to drop me off, and then he just decided that he would just drive me all the way to the airport, which, like I said, the drive was only 3 minutes, literally 3 minutes, but the walk, for whatever reason, was 35 minutes. So I was like, you know, so grateful. Yeah, it's a 2-minute drive, whatever, but I was just so glad that he was willing to help me, because at first he was saying he couldn't because he had to clock in, whatever. So he drove me to the airport. I did offer him money. He did not take it. He didn't want it. I told him that I didn't have cash and I would Cash App him or Venmo, whatever he wanted, and he said no. So I tried when I first got in the car, and then I tried when I was leaving, and he didn't want it. But if you ever see this, sir, thank you so much. Saved my life, because I was about to give up. Not really, but just saying. But yeah, so I go to the airport, I get to the airport finally, and I go up to drop my bag off, and I kind of explain the situation very briefly to the lady. She didn't really care. She was very nonchalant. She just didn't care about what I was talking about. Her main problem was me missing the plane. And if I probably would have been there like 5 or 10 minutes sooner, I think I would have been able to get on in time, because Lihue Airport is so small. That's how small it is. But they had told me like, oh, we just shut the doors like 5 minutes ago, and obviously they're not gonna reopen them for just me. So I was like, fine with it. I was like, you know, you could just book me on the next one. It doesn't matter. She did end up booking me on the next one. I did not have to pay anything extra, thank goodness. I mean, I could have, but I really didn't want to. So thank God I did not have to. So she booked me on the next one. She did ask me, do you want to go on the 12:30 flight or the 7:30 flight? And I picked 7:30 because I was so frazzled from trying to figure out how to get to the airport that I didn't want to have to deal with that anymore. I was like, I'm here, let me just get out of here as soon as I can. So she booked the flight. I stayed at the airport maybe like, I want to say like 45 minutes, maybe an hour, and then started boarding for my actual flight that ended up getting rebooked. So wasn't at the Lihue airport for that much longer, but when I landed in Honolulu, I had to sit there from about, I would say like 8:30 to like 2:30, because I think we boarded at 2:30 for Honolulu to Las Vegas. So I was there probably a decent chunk of time, but I really didn't care. I was just so relieved that I was not outside in the dark, because I am kind of scared of the dark. I was not outside in the dark anymore. I wasn't in the middle of the forest, like, you know, I felt safe at that point. So I was like, you know, I'm sitting here for hours on end, wasting time, but at least I'm gonna make it home, and I don't have to worry about finding a ride to the airport anymore, because I'm already here. So I was fine with that. So finally, 2:30 rolls around, I board the plane, everything goes smoothly, I get home, and my Uber driver was very nice on the way back. Las Vegas, I never realized how lucky I am to have you, because I swear, Las Vegas always has an Uber available. I don't think there's ever been a time, no matter what time it was in the day, I don't think there's ever been a time where I was not able to find a ride. So thank you, Las Vegas, because I don't know, I should have known better. I should have booked my Kaua'I cab like 5 years in advance, because like I said, they are a really small island, and I should have known better, but I didn't. I only thought like, I think I tried like 2 days ahead, and that was clearly not enough time. So yeah, but regardless, I'm home. I'm really happy to be home in a way, sort of. Of course, I miss my vacation, but I definitely miss my cat. Actually, let me grab her. So here's my cat. She makes an appearance in all my videos, so it's only right that she'd be in this one. She doesn't really care though. She seems over me already. Oh, she's so cute though, but she missed me. Anyway, so I am going to finish getting out my essentials so that I can hurry up and get up for work tomorrow. It's like, I think it's like 12, no, it's like 1 right now, 12:45 maybe, 1 a.m. Very late. It's 12:45-ish, very late, and I need to be up at 6. So in order to make sure that I get to work on time, I'm gonna get off here. If you want to see the photos that I captured on Kaua'I, you can follow my Instagram at Tatabuda, and I'll place that here. Anyway, as always, thank you guys so much for your love and support. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, comment down below what you want to see in future video ideas, and make sure you turn on post notifications so you get notified every time I upload. And I will see you guys in the next one. Love and light!